Are you somebody who works in production, or maybe you are an event pro who has heard about the term show calling or show caller? Well, this video that I have is a snippet from a larger Show Calling 101 webinar that I offer for purchase on demand. It's a quick, nitty-gritty, like under 30 minutes overview of what is a show caller, who would probably like show calling, and then I break down some of my favorite show calling tips and tricks. I presented this at a retreat virtually, and now I made it on demand for everyone. So this is just a little snippet that's just going to cover very broadly what is show calling. But before we jump into it, I'm Logan Clements. I'm a freelance event producer based in Seattle, Washington, and I do want to remind you to like, subscribe, turn on that little notification bell so you get notified every single Monday when I drop new videos. And like I mentioned, I do these videos here on YouTube for free. I also am the co-host of the Better Events podcast with fellow event pro Mary Davidson. We release new episodes every Wednesday wherever you listen to podcasts. And without further ado, I just want to give you this free snippet of my Show Calling 101 course that just, again, is both a teaser of what's to come with the larger, webinar. I call it a course, but it's really a webinar. Or if you're just someone here in the event world that's like, Logan, I heard the term show caller. What does it even mean? This is a quick way to figure that out. So hope you enjoy.
So what is show calling? Now, show calling is a person who cues a live production. When I say live, this could be virtual, this could be hybrid, this could be in person, but it is someone who is doing the cues. Now, Mary and I always talk about this in the Better Events podcast about vernacular and verbiage, and I think there's so many things, especially even for those of us who are joining us now. You're in the UK, you probably use different language than we do in the US, but I have had the role show caller be called a producer. I have also been hired for a gig where I've been the producer, and I thought, oh, that means I'm show calling. Nope, that's separate. That's a show caller. Or I've heard show director or showrunner, but there are so many terms for what a show caller is. What I have found really helpful is diving into the responsibilities of what a show caller actually does and clarifying those with your client when you get hired to make sure you know what's expected of you. So just an example of a couple events that I've show called before. This is, I've worked corporate meetings, virtual award shows, national sales conferences, hybrid fundraising galas, everything again down to even a Zoom webinar where I was the only event staff doing the event, but I would still have called myself a show caller because I was the one queuing and moving things forward. And then some of my favorites are the sporting events, which the World Games medal ceremony, nothing is more exciting but also nerve-wracking than queuing the anthem after a moment of silence for the gold medal team and really hoping that your DJ has queued up the correct anthem so that you don't create an international incident.
And that brings me to the end of this clip from my Show Calling 101 webinar. You can visit the link below here in this video to check it out if you would like to purchase my on-demand version. It does come with my Run a Show template that I have for sale on my website, so that's just kind of a nice little added bonus. So you can follow along, mark up your own Run a Show, and really just learn the basics and some of my pro tips that I share about how to be a show caller. But as always, I appreciate you for listening, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye.